This video is brought to you by Draeger's Classics. Well, we're heading for Joe at Old School Garage. It's a nice driving truck. I got a couple of little things I've noticed that we'll get Joe to take care of, and we'll be ready to roll. It won't take him much to do this truck. I almost had a disaster this morning. I came to the Starbucks in Paulsbo, and it wasn't there. I wanted breakfast. But I went around the corner and Starbucks is in a new building. What we're looking at here is one of the nicest 57 Ford pickups you may ever see that is not a trailer queen. I mean, that's the best way to describe this truck. And the thing is just gorgeous. I mean, you can see how nice the front end looks and everything. But the best part of this thing, it drives beautiful too. I mean, you can just see this hood is really clean, and I mean, the paint is nice on it. The detail on this thing is really good. I like all the grille and the chrome and everything on there. But it just, I mean, there's something about this truck. It's way above average. And again, it's a driver quality truck. We haven't touched it yet so far as detailing it. I'm going to have Garrett do a detail on it. I think he can make it even shine better. I don't know how else to describe this truck. I mean, it is an incredible rig. Got good looking Krager wheels on it, and tires. I mean, look at underneath here. You can see how it's all clean everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's just clean. And of course, we can go up here in the bed. You can see how nice that is. I mean, this whole truck is just beautiful. And I keep saying that, but there's a reason for that, for saying that. It's because it is. Look at this thing. Yeah, it's not perfect. I see some spots right in here. Some of this might even come off. Again, we have never detailed it. So it's an amazing truck. We don't have chains on here. It's got little hooks down here you can see for the tailgate. Yeah, and there's some spots right in here a little bit. There's not a dent in this truck anywhere. Anywhere you look. It's just nothing. I know there's a bad spot in the paint. What I mean by a bad spot, it's not very much at all. You can just see everything looks just really good on here. It's just a gorgeous truck. And Joe at Old School Garage went through it and got it working good. Throttle linkage was a little sticky on it, but it is not now, and it just makes it drive really nice. And it goes down the road. You just sit there at 60 miles an hour down the road and just cruise it along really well. So you can see this. Oh, here, I like to show you this. Right there, it's got electric cutouts on the dash, so you can open up the exhaust totally. I mean, look at how clean that is back in there. Everything looks just, it's like brand new. We got to do something with these tires on here, though. That's where Garrett will come in. He'll darken those tires down a bit. So as you can see, it's just really a nice piece. Here's, maybe this is the spot I was talking about where it's brush touched right in there a little bit. They got the color off a little bit. But otherwise, this thing is beautiful. I mean, where you going to find a truck as nice as this? You're just not going to find it. Right there is a little chip in the paint. But overall, this thing is beautiful. Now here's something I wanted to show you, just how clean the detail is on this truck. You can see it's really, really good. All along in the doors there, all the way up, it's just really clean. Everywhere you look on this truck, it's just nice. And you can see the door panels and everything there, good. Now you can see right here that it's got a little issues with chips and stuff in the paint right there, but overall, doesn't that look good? And this is not detailed. This is just the way we got it. I mean, all this door jam and everything. And then watch this. This is the other thing I like on this truck. Isn't that close nice? The passenger side on this truck is the same as the other side. You can see how clean, just super nice this thing is. I mean, look at that. Seat belts. The interior is really nice in it. And of course, I like the went way on you a little bit there, I suppose, but you can see all this is clean and really good. All that is really good. And of course, this dash all looks real good too. I mean, look at that. Isn't that what you like to see? It's gorgeous. I think. You may not agree with me, but you know what? I've been doing this a long time, and it's hard to find rigs that'll look any better than what this does. I mean, look at this door jamb down through here. That look good? And of course, this door over here is the same way. Look at how clean that is. All the way down. I mean, it's what you'd like to see. Sorry about that. I was trying to get that so you could see it good. And this is the other thing. Doesn't that close nice? This is kind of why I bought this truck. I mean, I love trucks, and we do a lot of trucks. I've not had many of these at all, and it mainly is I don't see very many of them. I mean, look at how nice that dash is across there. This has got 54,111 miles on it, and that's supposedly the actual miles, but I can't prove it. Dennis bought it with the idea it was actual miles, and I got to tell you, you can see how nice and clean it is. It just looks great. I mean, just see, it's really clean. Everywhere you look, it's clean.
I was just going to say, if after you're done, I should probably go early to lunch.
And again, it just closes nice. I don't see this kind of exhaust system very often, but Dennis had a truck way back like this, back on his younger years, and so he did it the same way, and they go out down, and I mean, you can just see how clean and nice this is. This is a 272 Ford V8, and it's got a late model 4-speed transmission. In other words, like out of a Mustang, and it just shifts and works great. The steering linkage, if you can see right in there. Where's it at? Right there. See that? Right down there. And of course we got power steering on here, so this thing just drives down the road really well. You can see we got the Edelbrock carburetor on there and everything, and got this battery on there. It's this dry cell battery. You can see how small it is. Works it just fine. That's the other thing. Look at the underside of the hood. I mean, it's just really clean and nice. So this is, I just can't say it enough how much I think of this truck and how nice it is. And Dennis, I've known Dennis for a long time, and he's really fussy, so I knew I wanted to buy this truck from him. It's just gorgeous. There's the VIN number right there, and it's correct, and it's the original factory VIN number. Now, this switch right here, this is for the cutoff on the exhaust. So if I open it up, and now all I gotta do is close it. And that's slick. Now you can see your gas gauge goes up, temperature gauge goes up, and everything. Generator light goes out. This is your wiper switch right here. This is the headlight switch. This is the left air. This right here is your right air. This is your choke right here. This, of course, is your switch. Oh, you gotta go this way. Close that back down. That's the lighter. I don't know if it works or not. This is the heater switch right here. And look at how easy Dennis showed me this. I gotta show you how. He said I worked on these a long time to make those run nice and smooth. The radio, it makes noise, but you gotta leave it on for a long time. And I did hear a station on it, but it's not worth even trying to listen to. You got first ashtray right here, and the glove box is here. Nothing in it or anything, but it's all there. I mean, this truck is just really nice. The headliner, everything, everywhere I look on it, I like. So you got the tack on here. Everything works just fine on here. Headlight, low beam, high beam, left turn signal, right turn signal, horn, wipers. So you see everything works good. So there's the tail lights, brake lights, left turn signal. Oh, that's a right turn signal. Left turn signal. There's a left turn signal. You can see just how well this thing runs. And just everything just looks really good on here. The underside of this 57 Ford, you know, it's not been restored, but it's clean. It's been cleaned, and you can see it's been touched in places. I mean, look at this rear end, it's all beautiful. The backing plates are all really nice and clean. Shocks are new, the exhaust is new. And you know, this is one of those trucks we haven't found any rust in it at all. I don't remember if there was anything in here we found on this thing. There might be something, but boy, it looks good. It's got the MagnaFlow mufflers on here. I mean, you can see the exhaust system's all brand new. All this looks real good in here. Up in here in the cab corners, I mean, all this looks really good. You can see how clean it is. I see new bolts right there in the frame. I mean, it just, everything I look, you can see this side over here, same way. The cab corners in there are really good and solid. The step wells there are good. This frame, of course, is really, it's all good and solid. Transmission is a 4-speed transmission out of like a Mustang, so it shifts modern. It feels good. You don't have the compound low, and this is a synchro transmission, so it just works really well. And of course, this is the back strut here where the engine's mounted on here, and this is original engine on here. You can see right up in here is this steering head, and it's of course a power steering setup on there. This engine, of course, is a 272 V8. It's all painted up real nice. I mean, all the frame and everything looks really good. It's all clean. All this looks really good. And again, you've got a good view right now of this front end with the leaf springs and the front axle, and you can see the drums on here are really good. And we come back to this point. Back here, you can see this. There's a solenoid right here that's got the switch on the dash, so you can open it up and it's straight shot down. This gives you a good idea. Up in here, you can see how all looks good on here. I mean, everywhere you look on this truck, it's really, really good and solid. We're going up on the freeway northbound, so you get a chance to see this thing going down the road. It runs quite well. That's what I'm saying. Speedometer shows 50, and we're doing 53. So the speedometer's a little fast. This has got to be a good-looking truck. I just can't imagine you not like looking at this truck. And the workmanship on this thing, Dennis is so particular about how he does things. That's one of the reasons this truck looks so good and drives so well. Give you one more shot at this. So you see it going. Now you can see the passenger side of this truck and see how good it looks. I want to tell you, I like driving it. It's fun to drive. Well, we're back to Drager's, and I hope you enjoyed this short ride on the freeway so you get an idea how this truck looks going down the freeway. I got to tell you, it's a nice rig. Runs and drives great, and it is fun to drive. And you can always open up the pipes anytime you want. And Of course, you can close them back down again. I think that's so slick and so much fun. While you've been watching the video, you may have noticed that the steering wheel was black. We have put the original wheel back on it that Dennis installed on this truck, and it's green now.
I'm Andrew Drager, and if you have any questions about this vehicle, please don't hesitate to call or email us.
I'm Jerry Drager, and we're a father-son team, and we hope you enjoyed the video and understand that we really try really hard to go over the vehicle with this video to show you everything. Doesn't mean that I get every single spot or anything else, but I try, and Andrew and I both work really hard to make sure the vehicles are in top shape before they leave here. You got any questions, always give us a call or email us. We'd be more than happy to talk to you. We really invite you to come see them. And if you can't, you should have them inspected. I think it's really important to make sure you understand what you're buying.